Hello, it's Wednesday, so it is my day. I'm Emily. This week we were supposed to discuss either our highest high or our lowest low with the disorder. And I picked my lowest low just because it is so distinct in my mind, and I remember it like it was yesterday. It wasn't a moment, it was a gradual period of time. It was over a month and a half about, and I picked this specific time, memory, because I didn't know that I had bipolar disorder. And it was kind of me figuring out that I had it. And it started when it was probably like December 2009. I get pneumonia a lot. I'm really sick a lot with respiratory and sinus things. And I went to a pulmonologist because I had had pneumonia 4 times in like the span of 2 months. So my general practitioner referred me, and the pulmonologist, obviously it's their job to get rid of pneumonia, and so he aggressively treated me for it. And he kind of looked at my history. Like, looking back, I can pick out, he looked at my chart and I had anxiety and depression listed. And he's like, "You don't have any mood problems, do you?" And I was like, "No." And little did I know that the steroid prednisone that I was on was exactly what would flip on the switch. My psychiatrist didn't even believe what dosage I was on until my mom verified it, like, after the fact. It got rid of my pneumonia, but it got me in a lot of other problems. And it wasn't a manic episode, it was a mixed episode, which is where, like, you have manic and depressive symptoms at the same time. And it was definitely more, like, toward the depression spectrum, but I was very, like, agitated and racing thoughts, and the only good thing about this period of time is I kept meticulous journals of what I was feeling and what I was thinking, and I have it all documented. So you can see the process. Like, I remember just going from what I don't understand what's happening to me to okay, let's figure this out. Like, specifically, I have like a Word document in front of me right now. Like, I'm just trying to figure out things about my mood because I feel like crap. And I listed things like mood patterns. I never know what time I'm going to be tired. I don't know, it's just talking really fast. It's just, looking back at my writing at that time, it's so obvious what I was going through, but I didn't realize it. And I didn't tell anybody what was wrong. And I remember my anxiety getting so bad. I remember begging to have my old anxiety back, because at least with that I could get up and move and get out of the room. This anxiety paralyzed me. I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I couldn't do anything. And it was horrible. And I remember my heart just pounding, whether I had an anxiety attack or not. It would just pound. It's just, I don't know. And then I was like, this I was like, this has to be prednisone. So I looked it up, and a lot of people had the same symptoms, and that kind of led me to like gathering the symptoms. And then I've been interested in psychology for a long time, and when I kind of finally pieced it together, I was like, I can't believe I didn't recognize that I'm bipolar. Like, it just kind of hit me like, oh my God, you know? I don't know how I couldn't have realized it sooner, but I mean, I knew something was wrong, but I didn't pinpoint it. And then once I got off the prednisone, things got better for a while, but the one thing that stuck was the mood instability. And I'll never know, I mean, it's a very well-known fact that steroids can induce severe manic episodes or mixed episodes, but I don't blame my pulmonologist because I had no history of any kind of mood problems at the time. And I'm really thankful that I actually am thankful that I found out when I did, and that I wasn't like in college and alone and going through it. And like I said, I was okay for a while. I thought that it was just the medicine. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not bipolar. Maybe it was just, medicine. Like what they called it was steroid psychosis. And which is where you literally go crazy from the medications. And so I remember feeling okay for a while, and then I remember, I don't think it came back until that summer, like late May maybe, but then I felt it and my heart just sunk because I was like, this isn't just the medication, this is something I'm going to have to deal with. And that, I feel that feeling really clearly right now. It's probably one of the worst feelings I've ever had. Realizing that it's not something that I can fix, or it's not something that I can attribute to anything else. It's something that I will have to deal with, and that was extremely hard. And even after I went through everything I did, I didn't really tell people until a couple months after. Like when I had that feeling, I was like, I went to my psychiatrist and I was like, here's the deal. I had this feeling when I was on prednisone. And that's how I described it for a long time. I was like, this is how I felt when I was on prednisone. And I don't know, I just remember that was my lowest low, because not only was it something I hadn't experienced, but I came to the realization that it wasn't the last time I was going to experience it.